What's up? What's up? What's up? We back. We is back. This another episode of Cooking with Keep It G News. We cooking. We cooking on a food tip. And we cooking with the content. So y'all, it's a lot of misinformation going on right now, y'all. A lot of misinformation. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. What's up? What's up? Yeah, today, y'all, we talking about the misinformation, y'all. I told y'all, man, these motherfuckers, boy, they put out some of the most wildest narratives. So earlier today, right, a post gets shared all over social media. A post supposed to be OTF Jam. How many of y'all actually believe that was OTF Jam, man? Man, that's the same shit they did last time. Yo, do people really think if in the middle of a murder for hire, you talking about a federal murder for hire, that he gonna go on to Instagram and implicate people in crimes? Like, oh, come on now, y'all. Like, yo, we can't be that. Come on, yo, we gotta be a little bit better than that, man. Gotta be a little bit better than that. It's bloggers. You know what I mean? You don't gotta share everything you see on social media. What's up, Clemson? You not gotta share everything you see on social media, y'all. Even I seen that motherfucker first page posted it. I looked at that shit like, man, get the fuck out of here. I read it though, but something stuck out. They say OTF Jam say that what'd he say? They didn't get on to us. What's up, Ryan? Merry Christmas. They didn't get on to us because of me. Y'all gonna see when the discovery come out. What's up, Ray? Like, yo, do you know he said us, which means he just implicated himself and everybody else into a crime. Y'all know we living in a world, y'all, where we dealing with the clout chasing gangsters. But I don't think niggas that stupid. Don't get me wrong. I know niggas stupid. But I don't think niggas that stupid. Then you got people going around saying Chief work a rat. I see, man, these people. And this ain't no disrespect to the content creator, because I ain't got no problem with that content creator. But let me tell y'all something, right? It's only two ways, really. There's only two ways. Hey, shut your ass up. It's only really two ways to understand paperwork, y'all. And that's if you studied it, like went to law school, or you've been a criminal. If you ain't done either or, some of that paperwork gonna get you confused. So yesterday on a live, right, we showed y'all that Dirk lawyer really crushed, the prosecution theory on two key points. And this was just for bail purposes, y'all. So y'all can see, this is the thing. At a bail hearing, You don't really want to reveal too much of your case. That's why it was so wild. It's just an overview, especially as a defense. You don't want to give the prosecution a heads up on your case. You don't want to help them convict you. So you might talk about what up? Yo, so you want to talk about certain aspects of the case, but things like information like the flight to California that Dirk supposed to have been on, you don't want to talk about that because you don't want to give the defense. I mean, you don't want to get a prosecution a angle on which way you're going to fight that evidence. Now, you attack something like they lied about the flight law, about the defense attacked something like how the Fed said that Dirk booked 3 flights and Dirk ain't booked 3 flights. Dirk booked 1 flight that had 3 layovers. 1 flight that had 3 layovers. And you do that because at the bail hearing, the prosecution goal is to keep you in jail. You're trying to get out of jail. So one of the ways that the prosecution tried to keep Dirk in jail is to say he a flight risk. He tried to flee and elude. He tried to skip town. So the reason why Dirk's lawyer decided to bring that evidence in the court is to say he didn't try to skip town. He been booked these flights. Them flights was booked at 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. at 7:32, I think to be exact. At 7:32 a.m. them flights was booked, which means he didn't book them flights with intention of fleeing. He didn't do that. It's not what happened. So that's why his defense team brought that up, because it showed proof. Now, what the prosecution did, and I think it was real tricky, but it exposed their hand. And even before this information, I told y'all, like, yo, the reason, I'm from Baltimore, y'all. The reason, what's up, boy, for T-Mac? The reason the prosecution decided to unseal those documents is because that's all they had to detain Dirk. They didn't have anything else. Y'all. See, but the average YouTuber is out here just lying, or maybe they just, I don't know what it is, y'all. It could be a multitude of reasons why they decided, push false narratives and shit. But and then I'm saying videos about Chief Whoop. So the day that Dirk got arrested, obviously because he booked 2 flights, Chief Whoop was with him. That don't mean he got anything to do with this murder for hire. That don't mean he told. That don't mean none of that. Like, yo, it's disgusting, yo, what these bloggers do for views, man. Like, for real. Then you got all these people coming over here with misinformation that they heard from another page. And it's like, yo, that shit ain't how that shit went. G-Man. What's up, Al? Yeah, though, y'all. Like, I just wanted to put this video out there, y'all, to dispel some of the, some of the fake narratives that's being pushed. They pushing the shit out them motherfuckers too. What he say? What he say? Yo, we back. You know, Tristan News, he my biggest fan. He my biggest fan, y'all. Tristan News loves me, man. He loves me. The feeling just ain't mutual, because he's a rat. The dirty one. I think Tristan News watch every video I put out. He said, yo, we back. Yeah, he my biggest fan, y'all. You know he is. A lot of them are, y'all. A lot of them are. You know, cause it ain't too many pages still speaking truth. You know, a lot of these motherfuckers just pushing narratives and shit. Like they ain't really speaking no truth. AK, what's up? Yeah, they ain't really spitting no truth, man. Alrighty. But yeah, though, yo, a lot of it's only a few ways you're gonna know about paperwork, yo. You had to been in that law library as a criminal, or went to law school. That's the only way. Or have a lot of friends that's locked up. You know what I mean? That's the only way, y'all. And a lot of these YouTubers and bloggers, neither one of those scenarios apply. The motherfuckers literally just be on the internet talking. Now, I'm not saying Dirk will beat the case because, the feds play a dirty game. But what I am saying is that case ain't strong. I mean, it's not strong like people keep mentioning. Oh, he was dumb as shit. They got a mountain of evidence. Yo, if they had a mountain of evidence, y'all, they'd have never unsealed them documents. Them documents were sealed for a whole year. Why unseal them now? Why now? I mean, that's all they had to detain him. And it was proof that has been proven by the documents that got released in court. It's been proven by the defense argument as to the United States government facts or theory of the crime. It was proven. Like, why else? What up, though? Straight up, man. It's Detroit, man. Yeah, what the fuck I was saying? Y'all. Shit. That like button, share the live, y'all. Yeah, we need 1,500 people on here. Cause them lives the lives was being told on, it was 3,000 people watching that shit. And it's fucked up, yo, because them guys that do that shit, yo, they make our job harder, because we try to get real information. And they over that bitch just lying for views. But they got our job harder. Motherfucker, you had to come back up and clean up their mistakes and shit. Talking about Chief Wook told. There was nothing in that paperwork that got released yesterday that had anything to do with Chief Wook telling. Nothing. Like, I don't understand how people even build that narrative. Like, how did that happen? Because Chief Wook was with Dirk when Dirk was ready to go to Dubai. Then once you find out Dirk wasn't going to Dubai because he was running. He was going to Dubai to get closer to God. The fuck, the man a Muslim. Chief Wook is a Muslim. He was going to Dubai to pray or something. And the reason I know that is because the flights was booked at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Yeah, feds play dirty as a bitch. And they already playing dirty. They played dirty. They played dirty. For one, they told everybody that Dirk tried to flee. No, he didn't. First dirty trick. Second dirty trick is at the bail hearing, they knew they couldn't hold him on a text message, so they unsealed documents on the case that he hasn't even been charged with. That was dirty. But that also exposed their hand. Exposed their hand. See, this is the thing, y'all. They got one person telling. One of the shooters is telling. Right? The feds will want somebody else. Now, they don't need another shooter or another person, but in order to strengthen their case, for it to be ideal, that's what they're gonna look for. They need another rat. I mean, they want another rat. And so far, what we know is, ain't nobody else told. Ain't nobody else told. But that fake OTF jam page and how people keep running with that shit is crazy. Like, oh, these guys is facing a federal murder for hire. They ain't going on internet posting no statements. It ain't happening. Especially not something like that, you know, that's implicating bitch. That's implicating other people on crimes. No, they ain't doing nothing like that. They might post like how when the dude posted Dirk shit, he was talking about the PC shit, like, yeah, telling people he good. Yeah, they'll post something like that. They're not gonna post something calling out people for crimes and saying shit about Dirk baby mother and man, hell no, that's a super fan. That's what that was. That was a super fan. Siobhan, what it is? You know, we just trying to fix the loose ends. You know, a lot of lies being told. Lot of lies being told on people. Like Chief Wook and Dirk seem like they real close, man. Not saying that he wouldn't tell on them, but from the information we got, all the snitches snitched beforehand. You understand what I'm saying? All the snitches, they go turkey meat. Yo, spaghetti tastes better with turkey meat, y'all. My sister-in-law put me on with it. Hold up, y'all. Gotta drain this little bit of grease in there. The turkey meat don't get too greasy. But yeah, though, y'all. We just trying to tie the loose ends. Hey, yeah, Young and Mel, they lying like a motherfucker, man. That man ain't working. That man ain't working, y'all. Yo, see, the problem with the internet is, yo, they think everybody a rat. Like, yo, everybody don't tell, y'all. I don't give a fuck with Charleston White telling you. it's a lot of, oh, goodness. It's a lot of people, right? I ain't using that. There's a lot of people, yo, that do their time and they don't say shit. That get interrogated for hours and just get them people to run around the whole time. Don't implicate nobody. Like, it happens. Like, everybody ain't snitching, man. Like, I don't give a fuck with why I saw Woody did. Or Terrence Gangster Williams. None of the old Block 5 snitch. And none of them right. None None of YFN Lucci homeboys ratting. Like everybody don't tell, man. Some people stand on all 10. Some people take accountability. Everybody not trenches news out this bitch. Everybody not Rilo. You know what I mean? They can take accountability for what they did. And they're gonna fight it out. They're gonna fight it out. I think, I don't know who telling on dirt, like which one of them guys it is. But I think for the most part, them boys knew a day like this was gonna come. They was prepared for this. I hope so. You know, boy rapped about it in 75 songs about the feds listening and all that shit like that. They knew a day like this was gonna come. Hopefully, they had some measures in place, you know, to safeguard certain shit. OTF Jam, if he involved in this case, he not putting out no statement. It's not happening. And the blogs that shared that shit, yo, that's fucked up. Y'all keep slandering that man's name, man. Putting false information out there to the world for views. That's fucked up for real. Yo, the feds just play a dirty game, yo. That's why it's hard to beat them, yo. Like, we got this narrative, people so scared of the feds. Oh my goodness, the feds coming. They got a 90-something conviction rate because they lied and shit. They lied on Diddy. Like in the last couple Fed cases, they lied everything. They lied in the old block trial. That case was full of fuck ups. They lied on Diddy. They leaked the Cassie video to the world. Basically, the same shit they did to Diddy with the Cassie video is the same thing they just did to Dirt with the unsealing the documents from 2023. They use shit like that to detain you. You know, we gotta be able to do something. What we gonna do? Shit, we got this case from 2023 that we're investigating them for. Only way we can introduce it in the court is if we unseal it. So that's what they did. But them plane tickets that you see people posting, those are not the plane tickets from the murder. They're not gonna, like the defense ain't gonna introduce nothing like that. They're not gonna do that. Like, why would you do that? Then we y'all know how we gonna fight it. They ain't doing that. Those is plane tickets from the day that Dirk got arrested. It say October 24th on the fucking ticket. And then if you look at when the confirmation email, it was emailed at 7-something a.m. Way before they got indicted. Them boys got indicted like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. That's when they came and got them boys. I remember because I was ready to pick up my kids. I'm like, damn, I gotta do a video on this shit. Around like 12, 1 o'clock. Nah, I never make that. I know I'm saying that. That's dirty work, y'all. See, a lot of these people, they just don't like these niggas. Like, I don't know. It wouldn't matter to me one way or another. I'm just not into slandering motherfucker and putting out fake news. You know what I mean? If Dirk rat, if we find out Dirk ratted, should I be the first one to tell, man, Dirk a rat. Straight up. He a dirty rat. He ain't no different than Times Gangster Williams. I'll be the first one to tell you. You ain't gotta worry about that. Then it's like, yo, why y'all like to see people go down? Like, motherfuckers enjoy that shit. I mean, we talking about street beef, yo. We ain't talking about innocent children and women and shit. We're talking about street beef, man. So, a fabric of society that ain't going nowhere, no time soon. You know what I mean? Shit ain't going nowhere. Hey, turkey good and spaghetti, y'all. My girl's sister put me on with it. I've been rocking with the turkey more than the ground beef, 80 cents. I don't know, just give it a different flavor for real. Give it a different flavor. Time is 7:28. But yeah, I know y'all been saying them fake false narratives being put. It's fucked up, yo, that YouTubers send 3,000 people to hear some shit that ain't true. Yeah, man. Needs to hold YouTube accountable for that shit. You know this motherfucker over there lie. Know they over there lying. Box truck, what it is. Youngstown, Ohio, what it do? I ain't too far from Youngstown. There go my man Real Clip. Hey, Real Clip, yo, I'm starting to think you Suddy Nash, yo. You remind me of a Suddy Nash. Hey, Real Clip, when you gonna get my money, yo? Yo, if you don't pay me my money when they throw out this case, I'm gonna block you. Because that Jay-Z lawsuit is on its way to getting tossed. It'll be tossed by Friday. It will be tossed by Friday. But what we was over here talking about the false narratives and the lies that's being told in the OTF case. OTF Jam didn't release no statement. He didn't say anything about dirt. That shit false. Chief Wook is not a rat. Them flight you know what's crazy, yo? It's a white boy, right? I think his name Cliff something. Cuff Boys. Yo, he be putting out better information than a lot of these black bloggers. Like, yo, for real, like, this is the second time I called him doing that. I say, damn. I don't know if he watching me or he just putting out real information, but his information is more accurate. His information is more accurate than a lot of these black guys that do the same type of content. Yo. Hell though, for real. He blocked you for that. Hey, what the fuck that happened, yo? What that happened? He know I'm better. He steal from me. He shouldn't even block you for that. He should have said, yeah, I know. I know. Yo said he blocked you for that. Hey, yo. I don't know, man. Better. Hey, B-boys, when he blocked you for that, yo, that's funny as shit. I'm glad motherfuckers standing 10 toes, man. They know what it is. They know what it is, man. They watch every video, man. They watch every video. Yo, y'all ain't never see a content creator that can say what they want about any of these guys and they'll never mention me. It's a reason why, yo. It's the reason why. I didn't say them motherfuckers shout out Loyalty Betrayal. Loyalty Betrayal ain't even got 10,000 subscribers. I done seen them shout out smaller pages. But when it come down to me, I can say some of the most disrespectful things I want, and they will never ever mention me because they know better. Strike fear in them boys, man. Strike fear in them boys. They know that. Yo, we better get this fucking Super Bowl. We said last Thursday. Yeah, that's funny as shit, yo. Well, he just blocked you. Did he say something first, or he just blocked you? Hey, did he say something first, or he just blocked you, yo? What's up, Chelsea? I don't do no hating, bro. I don't do no hating. You think I'm gonna come to the internet to start hating on motherfuckers, bro? I don't do no fucking hating. I do truth telling. Yo, I support it. I came, yo, when Drake Peoples struck academics, I mean King AK-47 page, I came to his defense. I don't do no hating, yo. I just call it how I see it. I don't know what the comments said. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. No, it wasn't. Yeah, they super goofy. Hey, Alvin, you remember? Yo, you remember? Who the fuck was that? Somebody was talking about Gang Spitter. Fly Guy. I don't think I seen Fly Guy since. He still be sending me shit on Instagram though, so he probably still be tapping that. But Fly Guy was standing up for Gang Spitter, and then I turned the video on. I think I was cooking out back. I was on the grill. I turned the video on. I ain't even watch it, and the comments just was going in on his ass. Like, man, what the fuck is this? This nigga fucking coon. That nigga's goofballs, man. Yeah, I ain't. We could do that tonight. I ain't ready to do all that right now. I seen the comments. A lot of his fans came over there talking about, yeah, you hating. Yo, but hate. I was telling the truth. He did a video basically promoting people to crash out. That's what he did, right? I was telling the truth. Yo, that is some bitch ass shit, bro. You promoting crash out on your platform? That's hating? Or is that the truth? The fuck is you talking about, Real? Stop talking dumbass shit. Boys clowns, man. Yo, ain't nobody really from the streets gonna talk about the streets that way. I ain't nothing wrong with my dress. I just gotta get them twisted. Ain't nobody that's really from it gonna talk about it in the way they talks about it. Nobody that's really from it is gonna laugh at when you see somebody going down or celebrate when somebody going down. No, that's not. No, shit don't. No, it's not how they go. Them boys lying. Boys are lying. Something ain't right. Yeah, that's funny as shit, yo. Hey, where the fuck my man go at? Hey, hey, Ghost. What he say? What he say before he blocked? What he say before he blocked you? He probably did it real quietly. I know he ain't talk shit, cause I get on his ass. I make it hard for them niggas. They know that. I'm missing the front of nothing, man. I got all my locks. They just need to be twisted. Just need to be twisted. Hey, y'all ready to eat? The food done. The food done. Yeah, though. It ain't another person on this internet that got the following I got, that can say the things I say and get no response. And I know they see it. That tells me something. It should tell everybody something. The fuck they scared of? Why motherfuckers scared to reply to Keep It G? They reply to everybody else. They know better. They don't want to shine no light over here. They know once a motherfucker get over there, they'll never see their subscriber again. It's like it's like niggas say you gonna take a nigga bitch. Once she come over here, you'll never see her again. That's how it is with them. They know better. Once they're subscribers, find a real page, they'll never watch another video. I told you, by telling the truth. By telling the truth. That's how I make it hard for them. Them boys over there lying. What's up with King? King AK-47 say he was doing all this shit in the streets. Where's the proof? Prove it. A lot of things I've been a part of, you can Google it. That shit made the news. What ain't true? I think you one of them, real. What's up, Ty? I think you one of them. I'm gonna figure out what page you running. I think you Seti Nash, man. Saying like the type of the Seti Nash, saying like a Seti Nash type. Motherfucker gonna tell me, yo, you buying views. I had my peoples looked into it. Why your peoples looking into me, bro? And I ain't never brought a view. Yeah, see, that's clown shit. See, that's what I'm saying. See, Alvin, see the clowns, they don't mind the circus. You know, they sit back and engage and support the shit. But when you know this motherfucker is lying, like he did that whole video based off of loyalty betrayal. And like I said, I don't want to disrespect her in no way. But she was wrong. She was wrong. She knows she was wrong. She was wrong, that narrative she put out on Chief Wook, and she was wrong because I had a conversation with her today in the messages. She said, "Well, I was wondering what the date was. The date was at the bottom, 7/24." And then she was wondering why they didn't talk about the California flight. So she was trying to like fill in the blanks. But you gotta understand that a bail hearing, they're not gonna get that deep into the case. Oh, that's crazy. What the fuck? Yeah, they're not gonna get that deep into the case. They're not gonna dispute exculpatory evidence. I think that's what it's called, exculpatory evidence that can prove your guilt or innocence. They're not gonna dispute that. Not at a bail hearing. They're not gonna do that. I broke it down on live yesterday. You weren't there. You wasn't here trolling. I broke it down on live yesterday. Those and I already said it early in this live. Those flights, the picture of the airplane tickets was from the day Dirk got booked. And those flights was booked at 7 o'clock or 7:30 or something like that. And they ain't have nothing to do with the flight to Chicago. It was one flight. It was one flight with 3 layovers. That's what it was. I bet he was. I'm sure he was wild. What a wild cone. Yo, any black man, yo, that claim the streets, that get on that platform and openly snitch, it's a fucking clown, man. That man been snitching since he been on YouTube. He's a fucking clown. You couldn't have been really a part of it. There's no way. It's impossible. It's impossible, man. But you know, everybody definition of streets is different. You know, not well, streets or you know, involvement is different. Like motherfucker might not say I was active, yeah, man, compared to the another person. You feel me? Like you let him tell you he was in the mix. You talk to some of them other guys that really is in the mix. They was telling you he was on the sidewalk. Well, I don't think nobody can say that about me, but you know, it's like that. Other place. Ain't nobody doing $1,000. I wish I could do $1,000 giveaway. Yeah, I do. This would be a perfect time to do it around the holidays. I definitely would do it if I could. We gonna get that off. It's not all subjective, yo. What the fuck? How is her reading the flight logs or her reading the airplane ticket subjective? She's not subjective. She was wrong. What the fuck is she talking about? She was wrong. She didn't read it right. And people ran with the narrative. And the shit with Chief Wook was from the same day of the 24th. When Dirk was going to what's it called? Chief Wook was going with him. Now Chief Wook wasn't mentioned because he's not part of the case. So they just didn't mention him. I mean, he telling. You know, sometimes, yo, when they say co-conspirators known and unknown, that sometimes mean that they don't know who these people are. That don't mean they're a snitch. They might not know who they are. No, they still investigating. Yeah, they do go to Dubai all the time. That's probably his Dubai buddy. They both Muslim. That's like the almost like the Mecca damn near. That's all that shit was. Damn, fuck my black mouth up. And she just got the information wrong. It happens. Now, if she don't come back and do another video and fix it, that'll be fucked up. You know, I try to fix shit when I get shit wrong. What's up, Cash? See, yo, my thing is, yo, I know the prosecution lie. I know they lie. So, yo, a lot of the shit that they say, yo, you gotta take for. You can't just go repeating it, cause now you repeating the lie. Motherfuckers lie, man. They lie to get convictions, man. They make up evidence, especially see, yo. This is the thing when people gotta understand. When they first arrest you, yo, they can tell a judge anything. That's what we was talking about on live yesterday. They can tell a judge anything because the judge doesn't have the case. You know, they might just got an overview of who the person is, but they don't actually have the case, so they can tell them anything. What's up, Trapper? And they're gonna do that. You know, that's a tool that they can use to their disposal. So you gotta expect them to use it. So when they said he tried to escape, you know, shit. I mean, he tried to flee. We thought that was facts, but once you see the proof that the defense put out, it's like, no, he didn't try to flee. He booked that flight hours before they got indicted. I'm not talking about persuading the judge and jury. I'm talking about the fact that prosecutions lie to the judge. They lie to the judge, yo, at some of these hearings. Well, the first hearing, the first initial hearing, like the first initial hearing, they'll make some shit up until the judge get the case. It take about 3, 4, 5 months, yo, for the judge to really know the case. Then they can't pull that shit no more. Yo, it's still, yo, see, that's the thing, yo. People still don't respect the right. There's still a lot of places that don't respect the right. See, there you go, not understanding English. I didn't say it was a record of when they got picked up. I said you can look. The reason the defense produced that flight ticket is because it shows the time when the flight was booked. So you know when you book a flight, you get an email. Let me show you real quick. When you book a flight, you get an email, and the email is a confirmation. At the bottom of those flights, at the bottom of that ticket, it shows the time that the flight was booked. The email was sent. Email was sent as soon as you booked the flight. Oh shit. The email was sent as soon as you booked the flight. Sean, your brother votes? Oh, no. You ain't saying? I had a fucking toothache last night. Had me up all night. Y'all know, y'all, we went live again last night too, y'all. We went live again last night at like 3:30. It was late as a bitch. Probably like 3 o'clock. 3:15. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So y'all don't think I'm just talking and shit. Show y'all what we talking about. Show y'all what we talking about. It does matter what time the fight was booked, dumbass. See, that's just the dumb shit. The feds try to say Dirk tried to flee. He didn't try to flee. He already had a pre-planned flight. What the fuck are you talking about? What's up, Porters? Does matter when the flight was booked. We always saying something stupid, y'all. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. There you go, spread misinformation. Yeah, they got picked up after them. They didn't get picked up till like motherfucking till hold on. They didn't get picked up till like 12 o'clock p.m. How can I get to the downloads? It is a record when they got picked up. Who said it wasn't no record when they got picked up? It's definitely a record when they got picked up. Yo, the defense wouldn't be able to make this argument if that wasn't the case, yo. Like, how you think he's gonna be able to make that argument in front of the judge? The judge will have that information. Like that's basic information. Judge will have that. Judge know what time they got picked up. It's all one flight. It's all one flight. He was starting off at Fort Lauderdale. He was going to New York. From New York, he was going to Zurich. From Zurich, he was going to Dubai. This is one flight. It's one flight. Let's tell you the time of the flights. And see, this is supposed to be Chief Wook. He was going with him. Let me show you when the flight was booked. 7:12 a.m. This is the email. This is the email that you get once you book a flight. See that? That flight was booked at 7:12 a.m. Does that look like the emails? It's an email. That's the confirmation email. It's email you get when you book something. See? Email. Look at the bottom. Look at right here. See that? See? It's an email confirmation. Look at it. Look at it again. Email confirmation. See the resemblance to me? Email. Got the date to me. It's an email, bro. That flight was booked at 7:12 a.m. Yo, come on, Rails. We don't do misinformation, bro. We don't do misinformation. We do know when they got picked up. It says it. They got picked up when they announced this shit. Hold on. We is back. There go my man Trap Star. What it is? And we just over here dispelling some lies and some falsehoods. That's all. You know how we do. You know, right now they running with a narrative that Chief Wook a rat and OTF Jam supposed to set all these things. That's not true. So we just dispelling the rumors. What? Is this the paperwork? No, it's not it. Well, I'm trying to find the Duke paperwork. Here we go. Again.Chief. So they got picked up. Date 10/24/2024. Hold on. That ain't what I'm looking for. November 6, 2022. Focus Spirit to Tab to Lindsay. Flight logs. (2022). Look, this was some more. This was some more bullshit they did. They attached this picture and made it seem like that these cars was behind this SUV, but you don't see this SUV in none of these pictures. More dirty tactics by the federal government to put out a false narrative. I must have skipped it. Must have passed it. Must have passed it. Yeah, passed it. Let me go back. Trying to go where it say where they got picked up at. It say where they picked them up. And the date. And the date. Kenneth Wilson. Book flights. Overspread 20th. Overt acts. And via cell phone. Overspread 2. Overspread 1. Merit TV, consideration, procurement. See, I ain't got time to really go through all this shit, yo. I ain't really want to make this a long live. Defended, co-conspirator. Yo, the defense already made the argument, yo. The defense made the argument. Like, he said this to the judge. Like, maybe since you don't get real information, And you be filing all them dumbass pages. You might have missed it, but that was the argument made to the judge. But there's somewhere in this paperwork that say where the fuck they got arrested. With travel to Chicago. Place a monetary bounty. Co-conspirators 1 through 5. Use coded language. Co-conspirator 4. Standard hotel. Co-conspirator 2. Co-conspirator 3. Flew from Chicago to San Diego. Defending grant. Using a credit card. They killed TB. Killed Escalade gas station. Yeah, I found it before that. I found it by the time 11 o'clock live. General Infinity. Wilson. That's machine guns. And one of them paperworks, it tells you about the raid, the how the shit they did raids and everything, and where they got this person from, where they got that person from. And tells you the dates. I ain't slandering you. I'm telling you that's the I'm telling you that's the argument that his defense attorney made. You just missed it. And he wouldn't be able to make that argument if it wasn't true. Did he got a hearing coming up on the 18th? He wouldn't be able to make that argument if it wasn't true. But I'm telling you. Today's date. Oh, tomorrow. So Diddy got a hearing tomorrow. I don't have to find it, right? I will find it if I have time to. But that's the argument made. And they showed proof by looking at the dates. They showed proof by looking at the dates. Weeks. Crime needs to start speaking on black people's business. Cause they don't be know what the fuck they be talking about half the time. To another American investigation. 7 shocking connections. Get the fuck out of here. When that hearing was. I don't have to, because I know what I'm talking about is facts. And if you was over here, you'd have seen it. You'd have seen it when we seen it. Everybody that's over here frequently seen it. fuck? Let's see. What time is it? Alright, finishing. I'm gonna let this.
Get the right care right away. Because life.
I don't know. Charmaine probably on the road. You know she drives trucks now.
Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Great content needs a great audience, like Santa Claus needs cookies. What? No cookies for Santa?
Nonprofit organization called Neighborhood Heroes in 2020. The defense attached a presentation that highlighted what the organization has done the past few years, like food drives, career days, scholarships, fundraising for schools. And the defense did something interesting too. They also pointed out that Lil Durk has previously been charged with a felony, and he was released on bond in that case. In 2019, he was charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder in connection with a shooting outside of a popular Atlanta restaurant. He actually returned early from touring to turn himself in, according to his then lawyers. And in that case, the judge granted him a $250,000 bond. And then in 2022, prosecutors filed a motion saying they were declining to prosecute, and the charges were actually dropped. So the defense's memorandum in this California case reads, Mr. Banks, in that prior case, proved to the court, the prosecution, and the community that he could comply with conditions of pretrial release and court orders. Due to his full compliance with the conditions of release, which originally included a GPS monitor, a curfew, and a prohibition on contact with witnesses, the court gradually expanded and eased the conditions of pretrial release up until the time that the state of Georgia announced their intention to decline to prosecute the matter and asked the court to dismiss the case against Mr. Banks. The best determiner of how an individual will act in the future is how they behaved in the past. And Mr. Banks has shown that he respects the orders of the court and has been an ideal candidate for pretrial release. It's a pretty good argument, right? Now, I will say there are differences, of course, between that Atlanta case and the California case, especially since the older case was in state court while this new case is in federal court. But the argument does make sense. And Durk is saying, I faced charges before, I got bond, I proved I could follow the rules, I should get bond again. The government, as you can imagine, has a different perspective. They say not so fast. Prosecutors filed a brief in support of pretrial detention saying, this murder case presents a straightforward detention analysis. No condition or combination of conditions can ensure defendant Banks' appearance or protect the community, including vital witnesses in this case. Because defendant cannot rebut the presumption of detention merely by offering a small portion of his wealth in a bond package, prosecutors filed a brief in support of pretrial detention saying, the best determiner of how an individual will act in the case, the judge granted him a $250,000 bond. And then in 2022, prosecutors filed a motion saying they were declining to prosecute, and the charges were actually dropped. So the defense's memorandum in this California case reads, Mr. Banks, in that prior case, proved to the court, the prosecution, and the community that he could comply with conditions of pretrial release and court orders. Due to his full compliance with the conditions of release, which originally included a GPS monitor, a curfew, and a prohibition on contact with witnesses, the court gradually expanded and eased the conditions of pretrial release up until the time that the state of Georgia announced their intention to decline to prosecute the matter and asked the court to dismiss the case against Mr. Banks. The best determiner of how an individual will act in the future is how they behaved in the past. And Mr. Banks has shown that he respects the orders of the court and has been an ideal candidate for pretrial release. It's a pretty good argument, right? Now, I will say there are differences, of course, between that Atlanta case and the California case, especially since the older case was in state court while this new case is in federal court. But the argument does make sense. And Durk is saying, I faced charges before, I got bond, I proved I could follow the rules, I should get bond again. The government, as you can imagine, has a different perspective. They say not so fast. Prosecutors filed a brief in support of pretrial detention saying, this murder case presents a straightforward detention analysis. No condition or combination of conditions can ensure defendant Banks' appearance or protect the community, including vital witnesses in this case. Because defendant cannot rebut the presumption of detention merely by offering a small portion of his wealth in a bond package, he must be detained pending his murder trial, where he faces a mandatory life sentence. Defendant has offered millions of dollars to secure pretrial release, claiming that his money and a private security company hired and controlled by defendant will somehow ensure his compliance with the law and his bond conditions. The proposed terms are woefully inadequate to protect the community and vital witnesses from harm and to mitigate defendant's risk of flight. Indeed, within hours of law enforcement arresting his co-conspirators, defendant was booked on 3 international flights, including at least one destined to a non-extradition country. That is an important point, because you might remember when word got out that Lil Durk was named in connection with this apparent murder for hire plot, investigators say he tried to flee the country, or at least that's what the allegation was. There was this affidavit that was filed in support of the indictment, and it read, "The FBI received notifications from U.S. Customs and Border Protection showing that Banks had been booked as a passenger on 2 international flights, a one-way flight from Miami to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, connecting through Doha, Qatar, scheduled to depart the evening of October 24, and a one-way flight from Fort Lauderdale to Switzerland, connecting via New Jersey, also scheduled to depart the evening of October 24th. Banks did not board either flight." And also, not only that, the prosecution claims that Lil Durk rapped about Savia Robinson's death in a song. Essentially, the argument would be commercializing his alleged revenge. And prosecutors, they also point to the allegations out of Chicago, saying they show a pattern of criminal behavior and interference. In fact, we now know that the prosecution filed an exhibit under seal that accuses Durk of putting out more hits on people.
The Chrome extension everyone will be using in 2025. I feel like I just found a Google cheat code. This Chrome extension lets you
can't stand long crime network. Shit is severely.
Their brief says, even if the allegations in this case weren't enough to detain defendant, they are. A separate federal case in Chicago also underscores why defendant cannot be.
Well, I tell y'all, ain't that what I said? They released this document because of the bullshit they got going on in California. That's why they released this other case. Oh shit, I fucked it up.
Affidavit that was filed in support of the indictment, and it read, "The FBI received notifications from U.S. Customs and Border Protection showing that Banks had been booked as a passenger on 2 international flights, a one-way flight from Miami to Dubai, United Arab Emirates, connecting through Doha, Qatar, scheduled to depart the evening of October 24, and a one-way flight from Fort Lauderdale to Switzerland, connecting via New Jersey, also scheduled to depart the evening of October 24th. Banks did not board either flight." And also, not only that, the prosecution claims that Lil Durk rapped about Savia Robinson's death in a song. Essentially, the argument would be commercializing his alleged revenge. And prosecutors, they also point to the allegations out of Chicago, saying they show a pattern of criminal behavior and interference. In fact, we now know that the prosecution filed an exhibit under seal that accuses Durk of putting out more hits on people. Their brief says, even if the allegations in this case weren't enough to detain defendant, they are. A separate federal case in Chicago also underscores why.
So that's why they released that. So ain't that made sense?
As alleged in a recently unsealed search warrant
because
affidavit in the Northern District.
The evidence that they show in the California case isn't enough. It isn't enough, even though they say they are. It's not. Because if it was, they wouldn't have had to release the Chicago paperwork. Trying to tell y'all, man, I know what I be talking about, man.
Of Illinois, defendant offers money for people to kill those responsible for his brother's murder, and more specifically, offering to pay money for any gangster disciple that is killed.
That sounds
Evidence
foolish.
collected in this case also shows defendant has allegedly placed monetary bounties to solicit other murders, including a family member of a witness. Defendant's modus operandi is clear. He will use his power, his money, his influence, and any pretrial release to endanger anyone who he perceives as a threat, including witnesses in this case. And the brief also revealed that Durk hasn't been following the rules in prison. Quote, despite clear instructions to not engage in three-way calls, defendant has repeatedly abused the phone system at MDC to engage in such conduct.
Yeah, they really ready to do that. That's the same shit they tried to do with Diddy. Yo, everybody does three-way calls in the joint. Everybody. I just did three-way call my homeboy earlier. 3 of them. Like, yo, they keep trying to push like this is a major infraction. Like, yo, everybody does three-way calls, man. In the federal system, in the state system. Now they trying to make it a big deal in court. Get the fuck out of here, man. That dumbass shit.
Now, to be clear, that's the MDC out in California, not the MDC in New York, which brings me, of course, back to Sean Diddy Combs, because we've talked about three-way calls before in connection with Sean Combs' case, his sex trafficking and racketeering case in New York. He's been locked up since September, and prosecutors there said he used three-way calling to talk to or about rent. So all in all, Lil Durk was locked up in the Metropolitan Detention Center out in Brooklyn, New York. Now, what happened in this case? Well, U.S. Magistrate Judge Patricia Donahue of the Central District of California, she made the same decision for Durk. And a new filing shows the government's request for detention was granted. So all in all, Lil Durk will spend Christmas behind bars as his legal team prepares to defend him in federal court. We're going to be monitoring all the updates in this case.
Yeah, we don't need y'all monitoring all updates. Like, for real. They need to monitor less updates. Like, you know, they're part of the play, man. YouTube, they just pops up out of nowhere. YouTube sends them all the views when they come down to criminal cases. And all they're going to do is run with the narrative, that, you know, the general narrative. Talking about they going to cover up. We don't need them to cover our criminal cases. We need y'all to sit this one out. You know the fuck Lord Durk is. And I'm just speaking on Lord Durk. Man been out for 12 years. His ass never heard of him. Yo, but y'all know we go live every day at 11 p.m. Eastern time. We be live in a couple hours. Make sure y'all tap in. What's up, Smoke? It's another day of Keep It G News.